playing some more Fortnite in Party Royale. This is a live event. So yeah, let's just watch it. I'll take this, I don't mind. This is pretty stupid. Okay guys, okay. Let's watch this.
That's his last grade. 2 seconds. 1. It's over. And it's Flecken with positioning.
Yay!
To win the European
Yay! NA East.
Now in NA East, people were playing for Helos too, but there was one team with a very different goal in mind, and a mission to continue their legacy in this FNCS finals. They weren't.
What are you doing? Okay.
NRGZ.
I wanna dance with you.
Names synonymous with greatness and a history of success. No matter what team they were
I do
on,
have this, guys, this back bling. If I go put on, I've got 2 minutes to put it on.
Give us the pleasure of watching the classic split the trio does so well, making sure no one could touch them on height with constant pressure from all angles.
Oh wait, what?
In EU, height changed hands 7 times, but in NA East, no one dared to challenge the kings at their throne.
I don't know.
With no back.
I gotta quickly leave, guys, but I just want to put on the back bling. Yo, what's up, Patrick? So yeah, guys, log into Fortnite, go in Pyro. There's a live event. Like Fortnite players, I guess. It might seem boring, but yeah. Okay, it is somewhere here. There you go. Yeah, load up. Okay. Yo, what's up? Blues info and games. Hi. Yeah, I thought my old one was kind of bad, so I changed it. I put a description of my channel. It's technically kind of true. So guys, I might put some money on my PlayStation, and then I can buy some V-Bucks and buy the next Battle Pass for next season. Probably not going to be allowed, but yeah. Okay, we gotta go to the big screen. Oh well, I could have just went there to change my back bling and stayed in the game. Okay, so yeah, shout out to Blues info and games and the wipers here. Okay. Yes, Ollie's on. Okay, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna invite my friend OXS Dominator to the headset. We're gonna play. Hopefully he's gonna join. Hopefully he hasn't joined. He's already in. Actually, I'm gonna make a new headset, guys, and then invite Ollie. Oh, Ollie.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Don't join my party because the live event's happening in Pyro Royale.
What live event?
It's FNS. No, I don't know. It's like something FNCS Pyro Royale. So come join quick. Join my game.
How much has it got left?
What?
How long has it got left?
No, it's just started. So
just started.
Yes. So join my lobby and load in. Or do I have to leave?
And in just a moment, we'll be jumping back aboard
Do I have
the
to
battle
leave?
bus for game number 4 on the day. We hope you guys
Do I have to
are
leave my
enjoying
game for you
the
to
action. If you're watching
for you to
Party Royale,
join?
what's up, Party Royale? Give me your favorite emote right now.
No.
I like it. Perfect.
Yeah, it's at the
You know
big
what,
screen.
Flex? It's Shyway.
I'm gonna go
Inside
ask
your
my mum if
west.
I can get her headset because I'm on my broken one.
Oh, we like it a lot, and it's about to get serious. The final quarter of
So
games
stream, you watch
in
it, I'm gonna be
European
back.
Finals, we have some of the best teams towards the top.
Absolutely, and this is number 5. This is intense here. Every moment matters here on out. Every build, every rotation, every decision, every shot is going to matter. So you can walk away the FNCS champion in the lion's share of over $1 million. First place, $300,000. Wow, child. We're talking about life-changing money will be choled out here today in just a few hours. If you can't feel that, we're gonna get you there, I promise.
I feel like some names already maybe signed on that check, right? Hen, Janice, and Chapix are just having a phenomenal performance game after game after game. The third, first, and then 11th overall on the day. More elims every single game that are getting higher and higher. And they have a 20-point difference between them and then Vidil, Noah Riley, and Reason. Thomas AC, Flick, and Anas are also in the business, in the mix, 4th place overall. But man, these guys in first are so far ahead.
So far ahead, and as well, Seti, Kemi, and Teak, who started out the day in the first place, sliding further down as they have been eliminated. Again, we are jumping into the match. A lot of things have already happened already. We also have Nico's trio going down, Eunice's trio going down, and Legends trio going down. But the big one is that 8th place trio going down. So that gives rooms for Kiko to move up. It gives room for Savage to get off that 10th place to move up. But now we're focused here on Thomas HD trio coming 4th place last season, finishing in 3rd place, wanting to have a better opportunity to go up their leaderboard as much as possible.
Is this you, Wally?
And they already seen it. The changes there, they're hitting their shots here. And this is right now, it's just...
did it stop for you?
Based on instinct. All those plans and whatnot, out the window.
For me, just like kind of
Their instinct is
stopped and it
nice.
started.
It's just so unfortunate because you've seen them in 2 games. He's so close to, gaining control. This is a team that,
Gamma Thomas HD.
Need that VR, need a position where
I wonder.
towards the end. But Sancho, we've been seeing zones that are made up from someone I gotta believe is diabolical, man. A mountain. You're forcing every team to cross over. You're forcing teams to the north edge of the zone 2. You're forcing them to play in the dry desert over and over. Ultimate low ground with
I think my game lagged because that's kind of that's like blurring.
in these end games, yet the same teams at the top are finding success game after game.
And they're doing it in different ways. Reason's trio decided to let's go ahead and get our points in elims, and they racked in like about, I think they said 10 elims, so they got at least 20 points, even though they fell at top 5, not getting that big bonus in that top 3. Still a phenomenal performance to close the gap on Hen's trio.
And then number 5 Matzo and Benji are still in the mix.
Hey guys, welcome back to another stream, and today we're going to be playing some Fortnite, watching the live FNCS.
Going off on, like I said, instinct, but now we're taking a look at the Chaos F and 0 point going down. The deal Noah Riley reason sometimes they take off a big bite that they simply cannot chew, but it looks like it does work out. They just swallow that down right then and there. Reason Vidil Noah Riley picking fights left and right, but this may be a troublesome spot considering that there's a lot of trios in this situation. Lucia Hellfire going down. This Boyer, who has been always trying to hold on, trying to keep this trio steady, the veteran, doing all that he can against this dangerous trio. Close might be converted over into, and Boyer now is just going to go away because there's still a lot to play. If you're not in the top 5, at least top 10 opportunities. Boyer's trio's in 19th place. They can make some movement. If they break into top 15 for them, that's going to be a big money increase as well.
Did you see my new YouTube name?
20-point difference as well for
Gaming with Underjelly.
And they kind of make it up a little bit with those 2 elims. That feels kind of like a spiky ball.
Party Real stream better.
Hold them down, or even leave them unscathed.
Did that look like a little spa, right? Doesn't that look refreshing to go into? It looks so fine. I know that's it's heating up here in the States, and that looked refreshing to hang out
you can
in.
focus.
As you've seen, Thomas Stacey has spent more time alive than any other player in the EU region. This shows you, like I said, in game he has that solo clutch opportunities.
Only after this, I got another video I did. I saw TG do.
Meta's changed. The shockwave was a key factor into winning that. And now they're 47 above. So that little delay, that spa retreat, kind of slowed them down just a little bit.
Now my stream has the full view of the screen.
Thomas is the oldest player on the field.
I'm going up here, Wally.
That's why he hits
all of that, those 3 trios in the storm. There's 2 different trios. Oh, they're like guys to the storm.
Maybe that's gonna wear him out. The stamina just to be up, that intensity to be up.
Game 10 is 12.
We've seen that sometimes when you're all playing that high level, these games They're going 20 plus.
Oh, it's blurry.
All the way to those final minutes, all the way down to the final zone. But now we're going, what you mentioned, Wise. Oogway, aka Chapix, is here, all Wise, being an essential member of that trio, looking pretty good as they're making rotation. Now we're going to another situation of another trio in the top 5, sitting in 3rd place. Matzo, Benji, Amplify have not had a signature game yet in this day, but still in the top 5. This is going to be a huge box fight, because if they go down, I think they're going to have, and Alexis Trio, no doubt, be able to leapfrog them.
I'm scared to watch this.
Close your eyes.
My heart won so many times. I want to. There's one time maybe I don't want to watch Benji on my screen because it's too scary. Every game these guys are rotating, they get troublesome or just in some form of situation where they can't control it. They get shot down, and then Benji goes down or Matsu goes down.
Can you imagine being one of them right now?
They're just not making it there every time today.
And the reason why they're here, this is the rotation. This is their Storm Surge plan coming into Hunter's Haven. And of course, Kenzel coming from Coral Castle. This is where they end up at the edge of zone. So that's why they're colliding. Kenzel's needing these Storm Surge tags to get into that fight.
Kenzel's also has such a rough time with zones in general and plays in general. Game 1 pushed down by Reason, the most recent game. They live at Coral Castle, that's the top left, and they have to run all the way over to the mountain on the bottom right. A running simulator basically for that team. And right now, Anas, Thomas, and Flick, you were talking about 43 above. This is 32 below.
What was that?
Right? Not only just in Storm Surge damage, but in body temperature. These guys are kind of ice cold for the moment, not active, not finding any shots, not really living in the heat. Unfortunate, but a team beside them they can push.
And that team is Analexis Trio.
You know the reason why I'm just doing
They want
backflip?
no business of Anasta's Trio on the backside. If they could turn around and maybe get a crucial hit, Thomas
have
Trio will
any,
go down, but we all know
like,
Thomas Sushi has
like
been able to
crouch
survive
demos
and help this team with a
Let me
clutch
help
sniper
this
shot to
one.
get that viable Storm Surge tag. Let's go back into this engagement here of Amplify Matzo
Ole,
and Benji.
I want some pie. Give me some pie.
DreamHack champions.
I'll pick up
going
your crumbs.
against Matzo, Benji,
Yeah,
and Amplify.
3 players,
I want some
4
more
letters,
crumbs.
1 word. That's ruin.
Let me just pick up some crumbs.
Benji or Matzo. My man's got a blue pistol in the inventory in an open slot. Amplify down bad right now, but they can bring it back. This is the result of this entire fight. The mats are low too. If they invest in metal this early into the game, I know we kind of tuned in later, but that's not usually what this trio wants to do. It's always a speed bump for their highway kind of type game. They want to just glide all the way over towards the end game untouched, unscathed. And I mentioned, they weren't making any end games before. I was talking as a full trio. They're obviously very consistent today. That's why they're still in the top 5. But they really perform when all 3 are alive in those final zones.
You throwing a small
Looks like
salmon?
Kenzel's not going to be part of that fight. Kenzel's a great solo player, like I mentioned.
I know, turn around.
Champion going down, so it's going to be a duo of Deceptos and Wakey to get the job done. But Benji, Amplify, and Matzo, all eyes are on the region are watching this rotation as Benji does go down from the lobby focus. It looks like, oh my goodness, Matzo going for that Hail Maker. That downtown play gets rejected by
Okay, we're gonna go watch the love event.
right into the arms of Verox's trio.
There's 3 different snipers active for this team as well.
I'm in it, Ollie. Look at me, Ollie. I'm in it.
Or it might not just be GG's in total for these guys. It might be a bad game overall because not finding the search tags.
Ollie, follow me. This is a good view for our record.
Misty Meadows, Islands,
For
Rivers,
video.
Mountains. You have to pick
There's
where to
zip
go. If you
line.
make the wrong choice, it's going to be one of the hardest rotations. We're now going towards the islands. Now kind of 3 different 50-50
And you can still focus and move.
Peninsula will be kind of isolated on an island as well. The next zone is what I'm talking about. We'll go all the way back towards a different side where a team has control. We'll go towards Misty Meadows, where Vidil, Noah Riley, and Reason are. Juriki right beside them. They got in a fight previously in the last game. A possible temptation for revenge on the other trio. But how do you know if it's Reason, Vidil, and Noah Riley on your box, on your walls? Maybe it's because they turn around and go for position.
Now we're seeing the leaderboard. Look at that. It's 20 points still separating Vidil and Janice's trio right now. Vidil playing right into that game plan that they have here, pushing a box fight. They already got a box fight against this trio today. I saw in the feed Deceptos and Wakey are still alive. They're still alive, getting a couple of elims in the feed. So that run is still going. Look at that. The reputation. They just get out of the
I am.
Really jumping back, and I'd like to just take this time to give you a breakdown of exactly where we are in this tournament. Right now, maybe we're using crayons or mechanical pencils, things that are erasing.
Oh, it glitched.
Game to game over the 2 days. On this last back half of games, everything these guys do will be written with permanent marker for this final push.
Yeah, Ollie, look at me, Ollie.
Able to erase a mistake, you can stamp down your spot in the top 5 off
Ollie,
of this
look at me.
game.
This is the fun now.
So we'll see if it's possible. Anas, Thomas, and Flick are riding off the page right now, though. 155 damage below.
What emote do I want to do?
They have the credentials to be able to sign off on this
Best
game.
to
That
see,
gas
mate.
canister might give them a sight line in to make a few shots over, but that's Ardent Pizza and Ardent.
Ollie, look at me, Ollie. I'm playing the music. I'm playing what they're speaking so I can hear.
Chapix is down.
Chapix and Hen and Janice here. This is what happens to
Bye,
the trio.
Ollie.
Chapix now is down, so it's up to Janice and Hen to work this out. When they don't really function as a duo in this situation.
Guys, I really appreciate it if you guys subscribe.
Solo gameplay in these stacked lobbies.
I just want to know who
Stars,
is
but
your
the night
two
might just be over
viewers.
for the moment because, you know, the
got 3
operators are
actually.
duo in the 7th circle.
What's up, guys? You'll get a shout out.
Number says 4 right now. It's about to change to 5.
You guys probably want to watch the event, not me messing around. Let's watch the event with Ollie.
You know, they're gonna have to just do
Ollie.
this entire rotation.
I watch this event. Right, I'm watching the event on my phone. It's very boring on my phone.
Right below Anas, Flick,
Now I
and
can hear what they're
Thomas.
saying.
Scram,
It's in
and
my
Andrea
ear.
were once again in a desperate spot. Swordford stops. So it was just one tag. But Anas and Thomas know there's a team below them. It's possibly weak.
And they have a close to max pull here, and they still
Ollie,
have
it's
work to
snowing.
do
How is it
for
snowing?
Storm Surge tags. Yes,
I
because
can
they
see a
survived. It's just showing
flying
this lobby's
duck.
being really aggressive this match. They still have to get their tags in. With a great rotation here, deciding to go on foot. Everybody, Knifer kind of invested in height here. Did not work out, so now they're moving. Now that Knifer got a taste of height, they've been putting all their kind of marbles in. No.
Team Knifer makes the move all the way back into the top 15 to give you a scope as to how these rotations are going as well. Why this is important.
Mandalorian. Disrespect.
No Miro, no Maxo. Flick and Anas, Thomas HD have a chance to just break
Don't
into the
for it.
top 3
Alright.
here.
Alright.
All there now in this game for them.
Don't stop.
Past that
Stop
inbox,
it.
Nazy, next squeeze. These guys have
Who
a chance
is
to
that?
break into top 5, currently in 7th place.
Phantom
And no teams aside from
734.
this one standing in their way.
Yeah.
That's the Guild Gamut trio. So many people now not even risking for a high spot. In these waters, they're keeping
in a
it
second,
low to the ground. They're trying to just ride
go
these
to my phone
waves,
on
but
charge.
there's a rocket in the way, a torpedo of sorts, stopping the boat rotation. Hen will be right beside Janice, but at the same
I
time,
am
taking
somewhere
beams
on
from
your
top.
stream
That's
and I have
Vidal
community
knocking
going.
on their roof. Do they have the foundation? Can they survive? They're teetering, tottering. Janice is down. Hen will be the last alive here. It's almost over for him too. The first place team might be stopped in their tracks.
Hen now has to survive as much as possible to hold on. No! DKS picks up because they saw the wood builds go out, and everybody knows that's a huge target here. Now that's going to be a big opportunity for Ferdil to catch up, but a opportunity for get up closer here. But look at the rotation they have to make. It's another max pull rotation. Zone 6 is going up north towards the mountains, and look who is at high for that brief moment on the left of your screen, folks. It is Stompy's trio, and they're up high with an RPG. They're gonna go ahead and most likely, looks like Pink is actually
does the screen does the screen keep stopping and going blurry?
No.
It stops now for me.
Complete water rotation. The zone doesn't bounce back. Low ground will run out of gas. Snipers there all the way down below. Looking at Flick though and Noah Riley are two big trios to watch this game. Pink, was he sniped off of height? Was that a big shot or not? Yes, he did take some damage, but he's one of the best shots I've ever seen on the height. And Flick is moving up towards it. Anas is also trying to take it over. Eats the rocket, but defends it perfectly. Anas is close to taking it. Flick is still pushing for it. Though he's so close to out of steam.
Oh my goodness, and now we have a top team at height, the second place team going to this match. It is Vidil's trio who is sitting out there. Trulix's trio went down, and that's a huge opportunity for Vidil, Reese, and Noah Riley, and they could get another victory out in this day here. But let's focus on Flick on the bottom right, who is fighting now with Thomas. Trying to make all the promise in the world to get up their leaderboard here as much as possible. Storm Surge is active, but it will be turned off shortly as only 2 people have to go down. Let's see if
I will destroy the TV.
Did go down on earlier rotations.
It's all about changing hands of power now for this game, and Squeeze is also all the way in the front side of the zone. Focused by Noah Riley for now, and they don't have anything big to actually break that box. All the way up top, no one ahead of them right now. Hen, Janice, and Chapix once again have been eliminated here right now. Flick is down, so the 4th place team gets stopped in their tracks too. How far can Noah Riley really take this with Vidil and Reason? A harpoon. The refreshes all the way up top.
Yeah.
The mats are going to be looking
I'm
good.
destroying the TV.
Too, and the low ground might be pulling up some elevation, which is huge for this team. Big shots on the Patty. He's about to go down. Just 1 Elam on the right now. 2 on the deal. They need to get more.
They need this right here, but also Andy
3 more stacks.
They're on the front side coming
into look
this
at the TV.
7th place finish. If they can go ahead and move up
Try to look at the TV.
This will be a huge opportunity to get to the top 5.
Throwing tomatoes at it.
$100,000 will be exchanged. Paco gets focused. Down goes Paco. Now Stacy's on the backside looking for some E-wins as possible. Andalix is on the front side trying to target
I'm just gonna throw tomatoes at you.
as many E-wins as possible. Pablo Wingboat now is on the backside in trouble. Tico in the top 10 is in trouble as well. Focus from high to retreat. Look at the feet light up with all the people from the backside of the storm. But that just gives Noah Riley, but Dylan Reason all the opportunities to walk away with the victory royale here in this match.
Now we're up for the 3v3. Stacey Analytics next squeeze down below. Reason, Noah Riley, and Vidil all the way up top. They're looking for their big position to go and shoot down. In the mid-ground's not going to be possible. Once again, 2 final teams really surviving it over all the way towards the game circle tonight. Zone, we're looking at how they're going to go back and forth. Big shots over. Analytics takes a big shot too. He's down. Stacey, he gets his shield.
But it's only me and you in this. Oh no, there's another kid.
No sight like that. Stacey's pushing down more. There's no chance.
There's a couple more people.
In the same box as Squeeze, he trades shots. Squeeze has a chance to maybe make this all the way back to the zone. He finds the finish off the Noah Riley. He has that siphon too. Not about Reason. 2-1 for X-Wings. He wins 2. But deal now to 1v2. Is it possible? They're bringing it back. They can get the first place. Snazy on low. He provides the pressure.
He will win, Ollie.
He provides the pinch.
It's looking good here for
I'll destroy the speakers, Ollie, with my tomatoes. The tomato juice will go in the side. And it'll break the speaker.
But there's 20 seconds still left in the zone. Snazy's there, still surviving. Not sure where X is.
Look at my bank because I'm part of this.
High to low. They're trying to focus and stop Vidil. They're going for it. Vidil with a big shot at Squeeze is going to be taken out by Vidil. Can he get the siphon? He can. Almost 1 second. No.
Yay! Whoever that is.
Stacy is there with a crazy 2v3. These guys win the game.
With 10 elims and Stacey had chunk splashes for insurance. There was no way he was going to lose that, but wow, what a great effort and some great fundamental low ground gameplay from Analyx's team. Getting to the front side, but the big play was Stacey and X-Squeeze going to the backside, getting a lot of elims, and then as a duo doing so much damage.
Me and my buddy are just trying to enjoy this.
What a great finish between 2 titans.
How long is this, dude?
It was amazing.
Oh yeah,
and then
that
was amazing. And then Stacey winning, that was more than
It
amazing.
took like 9 o'clock, mate.
Probably rallying up too. Guys, that was the best game possible.
It stopped.
Guys, this
Wow.
was
First to
second place
7.
versus 7. Okay, Vidil, Noah Riley, Reason, they're coming in, they're thinking, all right, we want to overtake first, we can just pick up this victory royale, we can secure it up, we can just close this gap, but no, it's
Come on, I want to see the actual game. I don't care about you talking.
What,
I want to
it's
see the
not?
real game.
Just getting a single placement point for his team. Obviously, they're in the end of 20
No, I don't
lead.
think it's
So
stopped.
I'm just going to guess that Rezon's not
Ollie,
first
look at me,
slot.
Ollie, I've
However,
changed my
at the
skin.
start of this day,
You
know,
get off
Analyx's
my
team was sitting in that
focus
8th to 9th
screen,
place
please.
slot, after that massive victorial with 10
Get
eliminations
off my
and 50 points,
focus.
like that might jump them up to the 2nd place at this
Get
point.
off my focus.
Right now, all you're focusing is my butt.
Regardless of what the leaderboard's
I
looking
lost
like right
my
now,
view of
they have
because
been
of you.
incredible today. 4th place, 3rd place, 4th place, 1st place now. Like, you know, it's crazy. We talk about teams being able to be consistent. Teams having a bad day 1, coming through day 2, saying, look, day 1 was just a mistake. That's not who I am. This is who they are. They are one of the best players in EU, and they just showed it right there.
They could very well be the bosses. My anime reference at the beginning of the show, coming from the shadows and saying, we are the secret villains. We are the ones that stand in your way. And they very well could take it all away to the top of the mountain. Hold. Boys, when we're kind of talking about this, there's these spots 2nd.
Okay.
What do these guys need to do?
They're gonna die to Storm.
Could do it.
They're die to
So
Storm.
when we made this, it was 2nd, it was 3rd, to
Loot
5th
boy
at this point.
Max.
Now I don't know what these leaderboards are looking like, but you know, we've
Michael.
seen Verox have some massive
Michael
games
popping
today.
off.
They've really been on top.
The
today.
52
You know, we saw them
points.
consistently getting eliminations. The first 2 games they both popped off with 8
And
eliminations.
who knows how many
That's
kills.
going to move them up into that 5th place slot. But, you know, after that,
This is
Okay.
6.
the single elimination. So, you know, they started strong.
Circle out of
slowing
9
down a little bit.
circles,
If they
either.
want to get
Oh,
up
this
into
is-
the top
this
spot
is
and
going
really
nice
perform, get
for
that
the,
top 5 in
This
the
guy
top
do be
3,
playing
these
better
next
than
2 games are
AJ
gonna
and maybe
have to be huge for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys got to bring it home for the UK
This
right there,
replay,
back in
though.
that side of the region, and so it is possible, right? If they sort of can get back to what they were doing a
Oh,
couple games
and he
before,
does
it's
that.
possible.
Gamma
Speaking of
or
their biggest
Gay or
rivals,
Gamma
Thomas and Leslie
Thomas.
Flick,
Hey,
push those
oh.
guys out of
Oh,
Dirty Dots because he
that
got a
was
big snipe
nice.
from Thomas HG. That's what he's known for. These guys have had a decent day, right? They're not really
Okay,
too
100
bad.
tons was
It's just
not
about
too
to
bad.
find some of the
Okay.
form that they had
Gamma
yesterday,
Thomas
right?
has got
You know, they
100,
missed out on
100,
third place
that's
game.
fine.
Third place game
NRG
for them,
Benji
beating
Fishy
Baggy
boy.
It means so much
Yeah,
for them in terms of
Benji
bringing them up the
Fishy.
But do you think Benji
the
Fishy,
fan
part of the
favourite,
Fishy
Max
gang,
Flow and Amplified,
Tico?
these guys were amazing yesterday.
He's got it in his name.
Today,
Oh,
right, they're still
here we
gonna
go.
hang up. But
Okay, he
they
has
lose each
got
game, right? They haven't had
2
like a third place
kills.
game, a first place game.
Okay,
Oh, he's
guys,
got
that's
5 kills.
Train H and with the victory royale.
Yeah.
Waves. I don't know what they are.
Victory Royales, okay?
Money.
They
Okay, I
had two,
recognize
they
one of
had-
their names, which
You
is
know, what's interesting about this is the fact
NRG
that we have
Benji
2
Fishy.
games remaining.
Let me just have
This
a
is
good
still
look,
so,
yeah.
so tight.
Okay.
Last season, we
Yeah.
saw the same battle.
Is it done now?
In first place, we got
going up against
Wave,
Anlex's team, who, by the way,
Vadio,
has creeped up into third
and
place. We saw this
BL,
battle, and it went down to the last game. And I feel like
BL,
Come on, dude.
and
Yeah.
these 2 teams in the top
Come
are
on,
some of the
dude.
best
I guess-
teams in the
Season
region.
A.
I
They
guess
have
we
2
can go back
victory
to
royales.
Victory Royales and most
63.
eliminations going off, so they're really
This is
performing on
nice.
almost every front. But we can also see that Flick and Ass and Thomas HT you mentioned, where they're now currently in that 4th place slot. Coming into today, you know, Thomas HT on this team had 19 eliminations. He had the most out of anyone, and they're still really high up there. on that
19
eliminations. They're just
eliminations.
not able to capitalize on the placements and get into those top 3. This is where it matters, and they had only 1 game of 10 where they managed to
Okay.
get into the top 3. So they're really,
10th
really relying
place.
on their
Oh, no
eliminations
kill.
right now.
Oh, no
Not
victory
managing to get there, so
royals.
these next 2 games are going to
Oh,
have to be
no.
crucial.
Oh, they died.
my-
Yeah, Reece, I talked
They
about
tried.
in the last game whether it's going to be
Well,
a
only you
two-man
can get a
race.
good view.
You know, I think Anderlecht might hurt.
Land on this rock.
He was like, nah.
Oh, I got
we are
good view,
pushing
Ollie. Come
to
here,
get
Ollie.
involved in this race. We know
Okay.
it's
Ollie, look behind you, Ollie.
Oh, okay.
Come to this good view,
They
Ollie.
put the running boots on. Now it's in time
No, I
for the
like
race.
this view. I like this one.
Clearly,
Ollie,
right?
look at me,
If you
Ollie.
look
Look at me.
at the standings, you can see
Look behind you.
up to 15. For these teams, right, you've got
Okay,
to
20.
Ollie, look behind you.
want to be in a position where you know you're up on that sort of higher
Oh,
tier when it comes to
failed.
the earnings, the
So
prizes being
stupid.
handed out.
I can get back on it though. Ollie, use this thingy, Ollie. Use that. Bounce the pad. Crash pad.
We're gonna find out soon, right?
I missed it again.
Only 2
Oh.
games left, Levin. We're
Ollie,
coming
look
down
behind
to
you and
the
up.
wire.
Oh,
We're not
2
gonna skip a
games
beat.
left.
It's time to board the
Ollie,
battle
look
once
behind
again.
you and up.
We're going into the next game. Shy Wager Sancho, back your way.
Look where I am.
Okay, here we go. 2 games left.
Ole?
That was a cool tag one.
Yeah.
Look behind you
not.
and
It works for me. It's Shy OS.
No.
I would take if you're not into the whole
Why?
brevity thing, you know. But wow,
I'm
the
watching
big name
this one.
statements that's happening from the big
do
names
it.
in the EU region is real.
You can just
and
quickly
we
look and then
only
look back.
have 2 more opportunities before
I guess you're
EU
missing that one there.
Atmosphere's champion is crowned. Mongo, Nitro, and Tyson, this is
That
where
guy's
things
angry
were
down
getting
there.
really tight for
I'm
them in
gonna
these games. This is where they were
friend
being
this kid.
contested. But the deal reason no right,
Summit.
they're just too
How you
scary
doing?
to contest. There's not any kind of vault that the trio could kind of jump into, go all the way to fight Tyson. You're gonna have to do it with your own builds, with your aim and your skill and your mechanics. And I don't think anyone has the, I guess, they can't step up to
Go
the
on,
plate.
dude.
They're not gonna do it. And that can give a
Who do we have
huge,
in
big
here?
time 2-game performance between the Deals trio.
Where's the other
But
people's
wow,
location?
still, a lot of big
Look,
names in
my
this fight.
teammate, yeah.
Andalix, X-Weeze, Snazy.
I got no idea. Okay, let's just watch the
Got them
screen.
in and still have an opportunity to have a 3-0
I've been in
race
this
at
for
the
30
end.
minutes
But
already,
still,
my guy.
This
Benji
is
on
rounds.
Matzo,
I
they
don't
could
know
get
what
a
round this
pop-up
is, but
game
they're.
and like, you know, another
Ollie, come on, let's
decent
go
game
front
going
stage,
forward.
look.
They could sneak into that top 3
Nah.
I don't want to count them out. But it feels like every game they
Oh, this
Why
is a good
do
view.
you?
Feels like I'm actually in the
I'm not sure if
game.
it's position, if they're running into another team that really wants to fight.
But my
I know that's what,
my
what
head
happened last
is
time with
just
Denzel.
looking.
It's just unfortunate for them overall from the journey from early to mid, and very specifically from mid game to end game. And you respect that. They've fallen from grace second all the way to 5th place right now. 100% do I believe they can clap back. Speaking of clapping, this is exactly what Reason, Noah Riley, and Vidil have been doing today, over and over again, pushing a different team and getting a full spotlight.
It's still dangerous. This is so dangerous. Even though they've been winning these engagements up the entire day, this is still going to be a very intense fight. You see that a 0 on the board can make you slip, considering that Hen and Alex and Flick, they could pop off. So this is still a very dangerous engagement we're about to watch.
Still look at those HP bars, right? The big downs. You have
White
legends. Both these
building.
guys do not have that much HP. One tag from either of these guys, it could be over.
All right, here we go. This is an intense situation. Big tags on EDQ to start off this engagement. It's going to be a big, valuable. Wow. I was trying to build up some intensity, bro. I was trying to build a story. I had everything ready to go.
Bab.
Ooh, okay, this is looking good.
I'm looking for an emote. Have fun, anger. Damn it. My game in chat is fell over. That's a good one. Wakanda forever. Oh, we gotta have that in the first. Well, in that slot. Get rid of this emote. Don't really need this emote. Did I get rid of that emote? Still got this one. What's that one? Here you go. Did I get rid of it? Let's have a seat. I found it. Okay. I'm coming back out. Ole. Oh my game just stuck for a second.
He's no QWERTY. This is WWW.
Ole, I've got. Oh my god. Dude, can you just stop already?
In first place
Wait.
overall, with a sizable lead
I don't
going
know.
on the last 2 games. I mean, it's nuts.
It's literally W, whatever bind they have to edit, and then the left click. That's it.
That's all they need.
That's all they
Yeah.
need. Look first at this
Ooh,
map
well,
here. It's a
quite
central
a few
zone.
people
So this is
out
going to be
of
a
the
huge
circle.
opportunity for
I'm here,
Savage Trio
Ole.
to make some moves
Guys,
up the
series
leaderboard. I know we've been
stats.
saying that name for a long
Think they
we've been
might
waiting
want
for
to
them
get
to
moved
move
by
up.
Wakanda
series.
forever.
Hasn't been there. I really
Get away
believe their
from my
storm
sofa.
surge strategy has been really affected by Michael's trio that's sitting in the center. By
This
Sensei's
is a
trio,
great
by
view,
being at
like
risk of
when you
reels.
do
A
like
lot
an
of other
emote where
trios
like
that
you're
are tough to
crouched.
take out have been affecting Savage's trio. It looks like Thomas AC.
Ah,
He's getting
okay.
Brucey involved,
The
and we
next
all
year.
know that, hey, RPG could drop out of this chart.
Not sure if it's part of their game plan, though, you know.
Oh, it is.
If you have Thomas HD hitting snipes on someone in high ground, do you need rockets?
Yeah, Ollie, I do have another video idea.
Fast, man. He's
If you want to do it.
They needed it.
What?
They needed it. I know age is creeping
No, you're
up through
saying-
in-game age.
Seriously?
I know it's creeping up, but
Come
they
on, my
really
guy.
needed that. I mean, because that snipe put them like 400 when in those moving zone. Granted, a lot of people were kind of dropping like flies, but still they needed it. That's the big time playmaker that Thomas AC needs. So let's go back. Let's kind of scale back. You talk about Benji breaking your heart and has those opportunities. A lot, you know, hundreds of thousands
Ollie,
of people
I'm
watching
literally
the stream,
having
cheering
a
him on
seat
while they watch him get
while
that game 2 victory. A fan
watching the
favorite.
screen.
But what's it gonna take for
Looks
Benji,
like I'm
Aquafy,
invisible,
and
but I'm
Maxo
not.
to move up their leaderboard? They were holding on that 3rd spot. Now they slipped down to 5th place.
They need a zone. They just need to have like a triple zone
Mandalorian.
situation. You know what I mean? Like just get 3 zones right on them,
Don't
and they can
OG
easily
glad I
control
don't
the
think
game.
it is.
They get
No,
all
no,
the
it's
way
not.
towards the very top. They've
I
only
don't know,
ever
actually.
gone down on rotation. It's always on rotation, very close as well. Like walking across the street.
Oh god, I accidentally
He's right
exited the
by you, takes
game.
them out of the game 24/7.
Okay.
It's literally a game of meters.
What
for
time
these
is
guys.
it? Okay.
Time. It's just
8:22.
so tragic to watch.
Every rotation, you think max pool, short pool, dead center. When it comes to this high stakes tournament, when it comes to these set lobbies, it's not going to be easy. Now, look at the power that the deal, Reason, and Noah Riley have. Look, they push fights, they don't care. If they can have a pistol, they'll push a fight. That's where they're at right now. But now you're giving them those power weapons, and now they're gonna go all in. The deal must be dripping in that gold, because he's literally upgraded.
Oh,
Now
that is so
a
hard. I
shot.
think they should
Now
get
look
moving.
at that. Luxury, whiplashes.
Yo, this is the spot I was
Energy
talking
efficiency
about.
car, no doubt. I think
It's like good,
they
isn't
have
it?
as well. Oh, that-
Yep.
oh, what's it called?
Alright,
Scratch that.
now, oh
These
my
cars
god, we did it.
Run on gas. But the energy is high for Verdil's trio. They're on high octane rotations and movement. But here's what I'm talking
I
about.
don't know how
Benji's trio, they did this
my
last
chair
game.
ain't
This is
falling
what
off
player
right now.
protects. And Kinzel's trio showed up here and slowed them down on their next rotation.
Right now, basically, we're living in the house of the top 5, and what everyone's trying to do is close and lock the doors for their position. The people with the door that is almost basically fully closed is Vidil, Noah Riley, and Reason. We've seen them a couple of times there.
Look,
They are
Travis
247
Scott's in
points
the
coming into this game.
leaderboard.
Already have 2 Elans. Now they're bumped up all the way past the 250 threshold.
Let me tell you what's at stake
Well,
here. First
there
place,
is that
$300,000. Second place, $210,000. Third place, $135,000.
That is picking up my gaming joke.
$120,000. Fifth place, $105,000. And if you drop out of that 5th place, that's $15,000 that you lose. Other than that, drum below 6 to 7, another $15,000. So every placement,
What are you doing?
going
Don't
down
need
from
the
5th to 10th,
chest,
you
mate.
are losing $15,000. That's $5,000 a piece.
Oh.
So every team all across the board is still fighting for more. But I still want to keep talking about doors, man. Like, when it comes to the
Let's
first
say you
place
can
team,
get
right?
like
They're so close to closing it. If
$1
Vidil, Reason,
million
and Noah
max.
Riley right now end up winning this game, get like
What?
30, 40, or 50 points,
One.
I think that's just locked in.
No.
Didn't I say you
That's
can
a
get you
full
can
nice
get
finish,
1
'cause,
mil?
there's
No,
no one's
three.
going to be able to fully catch up to them
Three,
games after game. They'll have to have
jeez.
another phenomenal
Yeah,
performance.
we're
And we
chosen
see these
this,
guys alive
man.
in every single game. They're here right
Yeah.
now in this game to lock that door.
Last season, we were talking about Alex's trio run. They had that opportunity. The door was open from them for so many games because Mongo and Mitro Tyson could not close it like you're looking for Vidil's trio. They just could not close it, and it was just a mere matter of points that Mongo and Mitro Tyson were able to win. So this door here is wide open considering that it's this close with 2 games, and these teams are looking healthy, Shiloh. There's no one really pushing them. There's no one really trying to stop them from doing what they're doing. So that's what you mean, man. Literally so many trios have that opportunity to pop off here. We all know they have it. We all seen it. We've seen the qualifiers, the heat, and now they have to do it when it matters the most with only 2 games left.
Bye.
You know what the weakness to most doors are, though? The door-to-door salesman. They'll come knocking. They'll put their foot in the door. And Snazy and Alex Next Squeeze, they definitely have things to sell. Other people's performances. They want to make sure that no one has a chance to go through. They've taken out trio after trio moving up the rankings. Even took out Vidil, Noah O'Reilly and Reason in the last zone of that final game to have a seat at the top 3, to have more than even a foot in the door. So they have a chance to keep things completely open. They need to survive this game. Already have one Elam. It looks good for Snazy. 10 peppers as well. That is key in having some of the fastest speed you can at pushing rotations, at pushing height. It makes the difference, and it's so hard to find on the map. Caddy corner is such a big spot to land there. Because of that, right? They'll have even more power coming in this end game. Just keep those doors open.
Now
I'm gonna try this buzzing, so I'm not
revealed.
pressing like
This is going to be
square.
huge for Genesis trio alongside with Hidden Chapix. This zone, last time we saw they had the zone in the day, they were able to walk away with the victory royale. They're basically a mirror situation here. They go right to that same tree mountain. That's going to be a prime real estate for everyone to push in. But I think Hidden Chapix and Genesis here, they're basically going to sit there and hold on to it a lot stronger this time around. And you're seeing the prime real estate as well of Colossal Coliseum come into play.
If we
always talk about
competed
people
in
being
this,
on
we
the
will
four
win.
corners right here as
know.
Snazzy takes some hits
I don't think we
here,
will.
making this rotation. Ooh, another
more
one.
than a hit.
Ooh, that's a big one right there.
And then a kick. He's almost knocked out, but he's got his corner by his side. He'll have the minis and the chunks to use overall. It's going to be all good for now. More trios don't rolling from the backside while we have to heal and farm up. That could be a position for them to come in and throw down.
And at least this time around, Storm Surge not a factor here for Analexis trio. They're currently 491 above, looking really good. That's why they were making this kind of dead side rotation. But again, another person had the same idea, and that's Thomas and Austin Flick. So we have the top of the board here. Oh,
guys, just watch the screen. Seriously, man, I'm trying to do something.
$15,000 at stake here on this
This
rotation.
is why I hate this guy.
It's kind of a walk down memory lane as well. You know, last season, when you were talking about Mongol weak rotation, right, in general, I'm going to talk about how it looked like after 10 games. Analyx, Thomas HD, and Benji. And of course, Benji was on a different team that time too. These guys were in the same position, inside the top 5, right? Like, this is very reminiscent of what we saw before. But remember, before we had power POIs, that doesn't exist as much anymore. It's more about the flavor of power you just want inside your team. For Thomas and Flick, it's about rotations, snipes,
this is getting intense.
For Snazy, Analyx, and Squeeze, it's about those peppers, that fast end game you can play, and really pushing every possible pocket of a box, of some space, and having it for yourself. They have such a big base right now, big position on the right side, and even better rotation to make. We can talk about Benji as well a little bit, right? For him, it's about making these end games. No matter where it is, as long as that trio's alive.
Yeah, just watch the screen on the right. Don't mind me.
They haven't survived so far to get to that point. And you know, the biggest new flavor in town now, I'm not sure what type of special name you could give to them. It might just be, you know, the full aggro. Maybe that's the flavor's name. Reason, Noah Riley, and Vidil. They come in not caring about what your preference is, what you want to eat. They will just shut you down. Box after box, push after push. They're just walking in the open right now.
And Noah
awesome
Riley,
rotation, but uninterrupted.
That's right. I mean, we saw this last time with, I believe it was Head's trio, or they were kind of just free walking away. Actually, it was Thomas HC's trio. We saw them in one of the finals, in the heats, actually, when they were really popping off. They were literally walking out in the open. There would be a team fully boxed up, watching them rotate and not engaging them. That's how scary they were. Thomas HC in that heat where they popped off with 2016 limbs. That same kind of respect is being played with Vidil's trio. No one wants to engage with them because they know as soon as they hit them, they're going to be keyed. But I really think Vidil's trio is finding a way to slow down just a little bit. They have looked into a third-party situation against that in-room battle. They decided, no, let's go ahead and play for some placement here. If they can slow down just a little bit, kind of play it in-game, that means it's going to solidify to what you said, closing the door on other teams trying to catch up to them.
Now everything's kind of setting in the sand. First time I'm watching these top trios not boxed up on top of each other, separate bases. Especially as a part of, you know, being in the Coliseum, you would assume some of these teams would have a spot all the way near that side, but not going to be there this time. A desert zone 2, you have to remember, map management is the key when you see sand. 100%. And we know some of these teams have the best of it in different styles. You know, for a reason, it's not about managing maps, it's just another Elam, you know, another 1,500 maps for you. There you go. For Thomas, looking at us might be a little bit different. Right?
I hate this Mandalorian.
Back for beams and then
So annoying.
I got scared.
I got scared too. I'm like,
dude.
I'm not taking pistol shots and not moving. But dude, you're crazy.
He's going in. He's making sure the small bullet. Big tag right there. White. Now they have an opportunity here. They can kind of sneak in another shot, sneak in some valuable tags as well.
Freezing.
I think the sniper shot was his teammate hitting him in the shoulder. But look at the zone. It's a huge pull right here, but they do have some leeway to work with. That river is not going towards the direction they need to rotate to, but there's still a very dangerous rotation. But looks like Mr. J's trio
it's still black for you now.
having a very consistent day in day one, not finding the same footing here
Oh.
in day two.
I can hear voice. No, it's not black anymore.
It's always different on either day. The stakes are higher too. In day one, we saw every single game was still stacked. You know, 30 trios alive.
Just
for
a
majority of the
Mandalorian
portion.
left.
But when that storm surge hit, you know, we stayed at 70 all the way till half and half. Now that the competition's ending, people are getting desperate. They're going for their plan E's, they're playing F's instead of B's and C's. They're sticking to outside their guns, outside their box, and really pushing for things to keep them in the competition.
A little fatigue is definitely setting in, and I was listening to the NA West. I was watching some, you know, watch parties. Shout out to all the watch parties out there. I was watching them, and I was hearing comms that sometimes they're like, yo, I never landed here before. I never rotated here before. I have no clue what I'm doing. That's what ends up happening here when you've exhausted every kind of plan or any kind of scrim idea, practice scrim that you've done before, and now you're just up against it, back against the wall. Some people's walls are completely gone.
And now Thomas and Click want to rebuild those walls 100%. Fourth place coming in for this next game right now. Reason trying to make sure they stay in the lead. And Genesis and Chapix, they want to be here too. Right now, our top 10 teams are all alive for this game. And for Thomas and Austin Flick, they're way ahead of Surge, the thing that's held them back so far. They've cut the tape off and now are inside the crime scene, wanting to do more.
And keep an eye on 6 through 10. We're talking about Barracks' trio, Miro's trio, Slender's trio, and Cammy's trio, and DKS's trio. $15,000 if they fall. I know there's still one more game left, but it's going to be huge if one of them does go down. And Badil actually gets knocked by Barracks.
Wow, so that is literally fifth, trying to climb all the way back in, trying to get higher up in the rankings. Might just be a snipe though. How far these guys are. No, it's a box fight, right side by side. But I don't see Verox anywhere, so might have been an overpeak. I have a deal.
I'm telling you, their game plan of taking box fights, sometimes it's a backfire right now. I mean, we've seen so many aggressive players throughout the world. Sometimes their aggression, their instinct gets them in trouble. Sometimes they overpeak, sometimes they put an edit that they're not supposed to do, and they get hit in the face really hard and knocks them down. So that's what happened to Badil. We're the best box fighters in the world. We're the most aggressive fighters in the world. And now it's going to be up to No Rhyme or Reason, who are looking for redemption from last season. They have an opportunity here to kind of close that big door. Let's keep that metaphor going.
Absolutely. And right now, forget about sales. We're looking at this guy
But I can still see the screen even though I'm over here.
Wanna.
An all or nothing rotation here. Huge rotation here. Strong opportunities. High even so far. Let's take a look here. Sitting perched up top is Matzo's trio on the other side.
Look at that, everything all around, more people down all the way towards the bottom. Looks like Benji has a better base all the way towards the top side. Snazy's there all the way on low, right behind Ref's guard, and at the same time, and it's below Benji. So if anyone slips for even a second at this moment, it could spell disaster. Teak, Sunny, and Cammy are also on the sidelines of Snazy. They're alive in this game. They're put on ice, Sancho, for this entire tournament run so far. Right now, they could defrost, come back, and have a say in the top 5.
And that's what it comes down to. It's going to come down to performance as much as possible here on these rotations. Everyone has to stick together. And Alexis Trio had a great game in the previous one, being together, sticking to the fundamentals of FNCS Trio play.
Also way back in the zone. It's a 6-1 rotating. He's trying to get something done, but it's absolutely not possible. Unfortunate start. Actually, just staying alive was a very side fight. As a solo player, this is going to be very, very tough.
Very tough, but Reason can do this here.
I got a new
Every placement point matters now that we're in the 17th. Now they're getting dished out.
Absolutely.
Okay, there is a friend in
me. Reason over here, but it's very tricky. In terms of him being able to survive, we'll hop around a few POVs and see exactly what's possible in this scenario. Still looking at a majority of these teams. It's getting crazy. Reason actually elevated a few layers. He's only starting to move 41 different players alive. Top 17, so placements here. Reason can still find a way for his team to stay here if he survives in the #1 spot. He's getting bullied from down below. Don't slow down, my man. You gotta stay alive. You gotta stay up. Right above Savage and I drop too. He's looking for a way forward. 50 damage above Surge. He's keeping the throne for himself and his team.
Now he's going into a other instinct mode of just fight and survive as much as possible. Close to out of mats. Now he's down to only just the soft mat. So he's going to be a big target here. He's going to have to switch layers. He's going to have to move. He's going to have to bounce to survive as much as possible. He is still getting placement as all the trios are going down. Thomas HT getting some big knocks in the beat.
Oh,
the wood
they died
from
already.
behind was just not as strong enough to handle the beat.
But ole.
Just 5 placement points for him to roll with in this game. Would that be the difference to keep them in first 10? Chapix and Janus have an opportunity to push forward and claim that prize.
Snazy and Electronic Squeeze are still in this fight in 3rd place now. We're going to have to keep an eye on where Vidil no rival. Reason's now been frozen in time. That is going to be something where he's locked in. Ken's trio is still on their feet here. So long is Thomas HT. The bench is right there getting triple. RBG comes in and stops the triple beam. They have to go back to the defensive stance and look at height.
If you guys want to watch this in like just you log into Fortnite right now, and then you can watch it. So I'm gonna go make another video. Hope you everybody. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. If you can log on to Fortnite right now and load up how you want to see the rest of it. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Stream, and I'm gonna go make another video with Ollie. Bye.